All right, so let's take a look at the next odd note grouping, which is a 5-note grouping. So the same concept with a 3-note grouping or a note grouping 3. I usually call it an NG3 or NG5. But let's just call it note grouping so that you can understand. Note grouping 5 this time. So let's stick to the pentatonic scale shape. So 5 notes. So let's say, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we go back to the arithmetic side of it, if we're trying to sum up to 16, because that's what a 4/4 time signature, one measure of 4/4 will add up to if you play 16 notes. So if we play 3 groups of a 5-note grouping, so meaning 5 notes 3 times, it will add up to 15, which will lead us to one remainder of a 16 notes. So we can look at it that way. So this note grouping, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can play it 3 times, then 1 note additional. So if we play the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. So something like that. So I played the 5-note grouping 3 times, then 1 additional note. So you can look at it that way. And you can also look at it as 2 groups of 5 and 1 group of 6. So 5, 5, that will equal to 10. Then you have an additional 6 notes to complete one measure of 16 notes. So the same with the note grouping 3, we can apply that with riff making or soloing. You can even apply that with runs. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you play that 3 times and you ascend the scale. So something like that. So you can play that 3 times, then 1 additional note, then you can end the run. So you can play it in a higher strength. You can play that with, if you're making a riff, let's say, let's start with a higher note this time. So, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, or we can do something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do that 3 times, or do 2 times, then 1 6-note grouping. So something like that. Or let's keep it simple. Let's okay, let's do that. So you can do that as a riff. You can make that. You can apply the concept of adding or summing up odd note groupings to complete one measure of 16 notes and make a riff using that concept. So and you can do that as well with the same concept with a 3-note grouping. You can do that with soloing, like runs and lines. So or so that's 5-note grouping. And other ways we can look at 5-note groupings is instead of looking at it as 5, 5, 5, 1 or 5, 5, 6 to have a total of 16 notes, we can even group it even more with little numbers like 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. So 3, 2, 3, 2 it equals to 10 because that's 2 5s and 2 3s to have a total of 16 notes. So let's take a look at that. I'm just I haven't tried this before, so I'm gonna create something I'm not used to playing. So let's say 3, 2, 3, 2. So let's have 3 notes. So that's 3 notes and 2 notes. So that's your 2 5s or 3 2 3 2. So 3 in this string, 2 on that string to have 5 to sum a 5-note grouping. So I'm just breaking this down. I'm just showing you different ways to look at it to have a more simplistic view of note groupings. So 3-note grouping and a 2-note grouping combined together equals 5-note grouping. So 3 2 3 2 3 3. So again. So once again, I haven't practiced this. So let's try a pentatonic shape. You can even extend the measure to 2 measures, but we'll have a look at that on the next note grouping